What's going on, guys? Steve Hansen. Thanks for tuning in. Damn, try that again. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Steve Hansen. Thanks for tuning in to yet another video. I really do appreciate it every time you guys get a chance to stop by and say hi and check out one of my videos. So thank you for that. Today, I want to talk about something that just is really frustrating, and it's about Sony. Roll the intro, yada, yada, yada. Okay, guys, welcome back. Let's just jump straight into this. This is something that's actually really mind-blowing. I can't wrap my brain around why Sony did this and why it's even an issue. This is something that should not be an issue. You ever just look at something and you're just like, what? I don't get it. Let me show you. So recently I went out and I purchased a Sigma 18-35 f1.8. It's a Sony Alpha mount. Okay, this is the Art series. This is a really, really nice piece of glass that Sigma makes. It's what they consider the bag of primes, right? So you got your 18, your 20, your 24, your 28, and your 35 millimeter, all at f1.8. So this is an amazing piece of glass. And they make this for Nikon. They make it for Sigma also. They make it for Canon, of course, and they make it for Sony A mount. Now, I shoot with my Sony A6300. So I thought, well, there's not a whole lot of lenses that you can buy for this camera yet because third-party companies are really lacking when it comes to buying telephoto lenses for the Sony E-mount system. You get expensive Sony glass or really cheap Sony glass or a handful of primes from Sigma. So I thought, why not buy an adapter, which is this. This is the LA-EA4 Sony adapter. This adapts your Sony A-mount lenses to your Sony E-mount cameras. Now it's got a mirror, since Sony A-mounts are typically DSLRs, so they're still mirrors. They're not mirrorless, but it works. It connects the lens to the camera and the camera reads it, which is great for photography. But this is where the frustrating part comes in. Now, if you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna buy myself a Sony camera and then buy myself a Sony adapter and buy myself some nice Sigma or Tamron. Tamron makes a lot of really great lenses with A-mount that you can adapt to your E-mount camera. But let me show you the problem. We got the lens hooked up to the camera. We got the Sony mount, the adapter here, connected to our camera. So let's go ahead and turn it on. See there. Now we can take a picture. We got it on autofocus. Everything's great. Take a picture. Boom. We took a picture. F1.8, ISO 500. Everything's good. Now watch what happens. Now let's say you want to use this amazing, beautiful lens with a 1.8 aperture and you want to shoot video with it. Put it in the video mode, right? So we're on video mode up here. Look what happens. Our aperture automatically gets jumped to 3.5. Now watch what happens when we scroll the dial. All it does is it adjusts the EV. That's it. Nothing else changes. Now, if you go to, well, mine's set up with function. You go to picture mode here. Then you go, okay, program auto, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual. Let's click manual. Oh, this operation or settings not available as follows, autofocus. Why is that? I can't do shutter priority. I can't do aperture priority. All I can do is auto. That's all it'll let me do, which means it's automatically going to change depending on lighting conditions. It's going to change everything except for the aperture. It's going to be a constant 3.5. Now sorry, I'm not holding the camera very still. What is the point of having a aperture 1.8 lens? If you can't shoot video and get that nice creamy bokeh, that out of focus background. So Sony, you tell me, because it says on your website, here, take a look. Okay, so here it is. You can see it right here on the Sony website itself, support page. It says the aperture cannot be adjusted in movie mode when using the LA-EA2 or the LA-EA4 mount adapter with an A-mount lens. It doesn't make any sense. It says down here, when an A-mount lens is attached and the camera is in autofocus mode, the aperture value is automatically set to f3.5 or to the maximum aperture value on lenses with an aperture smaller than f3.5 during movie recording. It cannot be changed when recording with the autofocus. To select a different aperture value, the camera must be manual focus. Must be in manual focus mode, which makes absolutely no sense. This needs to be fixed, Sony. This is a problem, and this just has to be fixed. So, what is that, Sony? Why is it that if I go out and buy a really nice piece of glass and I buy your adapter, a Sony A to Sony E made by Sony, adapting a Sony, well, Sigma glass with a Sony lens adapter to a Sony camera, I can't shoot video and change aperture? I can't even change my shutter speed. It changes it automatically. Why, Sony? That just blows my mind. If you bought the same lens with a Canon mount, and then you bought the Sigma NC11 adapter, and then you plug that straight into your Sony E-mount, whatever, A6300, A6500, A7 series, whatever, then it works. Then it works. That's mind-boggling. Why Sony can't figure out how to attach their own lenses to their own camera. And this is a $300 adapter. I think the Sigma version is like $150. The lenses are the same exact price. So it's not like I got a huge discount on the lens. So now what? So now I'm stuck with this lens. Now I bought this lens secondhand, so it's not like I could just return it. I bought it from a person off of a website, but I can't return it now. So now I'm stuck with this. Now either I gotta just be okay with just shooting photos with it because it's literally useless for video right now, or I gotta turn around and resell it. Or Sony's gotta come up with a solution to fix this. I should be able to change the aperture. If I switch out to any other lens, it works fine. As long as, if this adapter, you saw it on the website, it said with this adapter, you cannot shoot anything but. I'm not going to shoot in manual. Like, I understand a lot of videos shoot in manual, but sometimes you want to shoot autofocus. I mean, I know hunting sometimes is terrible, but so is pulling the camera too far out of focus and you're not seeing it. Especially if like you put it on a gimbal and you can't see if you got it in focus or not. I mean, you got to use external monitors and everything, maybe a focus puller. I mean, that's just a lot. I mean, the fact that this camera can shoot 120 frames per second and you can basically handheld some slow-mo, autofocus would be perfect. So, I don't know. Is that a big gripe? You tell me. It's something that you can do with third-party adapters, but you can't do it with Sony's own adapter, which is... I hope this isn't like... Because I know this is shooting on my cell phone right now, so I know sometimes if I move this and move this, it hunts for focus. So hopefully it's not too bad. But anyway, Sony, you're not going to watch this because I'm not a big enough channel for you to understand, but I'm sure I'm not the only one complaining about this. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys can share this video. Maybe it'll get to Sony and they'll go, oh, it's time for us to fix that problem. So, and it's a huge problem because why would anybody want to buy your adapter? Why? What was the point of buying Sony A-mount lenses if you can't adapt into your E-mount camera and use full function? There's no reason for this, Sony. Now I'm stuck with this really expensive lens and really expensive adapter. This is $299, by the way. $300. These lenses are $800 new. I didn't pay that, but it doesn't matter. I still spent a lot of money on this and I can't even shoot good video with it. I have to be stuck in auto mode. Who does that? Who does that? Nobody. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my rant video. Sorry if you didn't like it. Give it a thumbs down if you want. I don't care, but give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I got some more videos coming up, so hit that notification button after you subscribe, of course, so you can get those notifications on my next video. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.